Have you actually found yourself, or are we all just pretending? I spent so much time trying to find myself that at this point I think I'm just lost. So today we're gonna unpack this. If finding yourself is even real, or are we just making it up as we go? Finding yourself sounds so deep, and as if it will open some mystical door of opportunities, until you realize that no one actually knows what it means. Like, really. The world says that we need to find ourselves, but no one can tell you what the real you even means, and no one can explain it to you. There are actually like hundreds, and I would even say thousands of self-help books that revolve around this topic, and I guarantee you, almost every single one will have a quote in it that says, "Just be yourself." Great, okay. Thank you, problem solved. Who is that? Who is the yourself, the real you? Or another quote, listen to your inner voice. Yeah, so that scared me. So that is so motivational. Yeah, but like, man, my inner voice is singing like 1,000 songs at once in my mind. I don't want to listen to that, or over-analyzing every single interaction I've ever had in my life. So people, and I mean me as well, change their personalities depending on whatever they consume on the TV show or the movie that they're watching currently. So like, who are we really if not our favorite characters? There's not one true version of you, just different versions for different occasions. I mean, you're not the same person when you're with your friends, with your family, or with your boss, or with your coworkers, or with strangers. You do not act the same. Like, let's be serious. You do not act the same. How are we supposed to find ourselves when we're literally shape-shifting based on our environment? Because that's actually what we are doing. So how to do that? How to like be yourself? That was like the start. Let's get into the tough stuff, okay? Well, it's not like tough stuff, but big topic probably. The glow up journey, but scam. Let's unpack that. Social media makes it seem like finding yourself is just an aesthetic and amazing journey of like self-improvement. Why did I like talk like this? In an over-exaggerated way. Examples of Instagram like finding journeys are like moving into a tiny apartment in Paris and drinking espressos every day, overpriced, sitting on a beach journaling about who you really are, or staring at sunsets like you're in a coming-of-age movie. What finding yourself actually looks like, not this kind of aesthetically looking thing, is moving to cities, changing cities, only to find out that you're sad over there too, that it wasn't the place, that it was just you. Or reading a new book and thinking that you've like unlocked the mystery of life, and then waking up the next day realizing that it's just pretentious. It seems that self-discovery journey is just changing every few months. Then we have the main character syndrome. Which is a bit of a lie, I suppose. Maybe we don't actually want to find ourselves, maybe we just want to be the main character in our lives. I mean, I don't think it's like completely wrong, because I mean, at some point putting yourself first is the best thing to do, and being in the moment. I actually don't know if these are like main character like symptoms, whatever, but these are actually nice, these are good. But other symptoms of this syndrome are thinking you deserve a movie soundtrack playing all the time behind like your life. That would be amazing. Oh my god. Imagine the like, I don't know, flight or something. That would be amazing. Or creating your life in your head like a tragic novel or a rom-com. Whatever appeals to you. Listening to songs at night, feeling sad. Yeah, we've all been there. But are you actually evolving or having a personality crisis that's mostly based on social media trends? Let's take it seriously, more seriously, and take it to the philosophical side of this debate. Philosophers have been debating this for centuries. And guess what? They still have no idea either. So I guess we're all just lost. But what if I told you that there is actually no real you? That it's just an accumulation of every movie you've ever watched, or a book that you've ever read, a song that you've ever listened to, or the people that you've talked to, and the experiences that you had? What if that's just what makes you up? I guess. Maybe it's like that you are just like what you consume, so it's like you are what you eat? I don't know, dude. I don't know. Back to the philosophy. Plato stated, know thyself. Great. But how do you know yourself? I don't know. I don't know myself. I'm sure he didn't know himself. I don't know. This is all just like very confusing. And is it even possible to like completely know yourself? Society is obsessed with this idea that there's like a singular version, authentic version of you, like a hidden treasure that you just have to dig up. But what if identity isn't something that you discover? What if it's something that you create as you go? What if we're not meant to find ourselves? Like every version of me in the past, at every single point in my life, I felt like the real me, like that's me, that's myself, that's me, you know, like at the given time, right? But when I look back at it, I wasn't authentically me. And in a few years, I will look back and I will be like, oh, that's not authentically me at this time, but it maybe was at that time. I don't know if you get that. That's like, hope you get the point of it. So maybe identity isn't completely real, but we're just an ongoing self-improving project. You could wake up tomorrow and feel like reinventing yourself or adapting a new trade, and that would be completely okay. Then you have Nietzsche, who basically said, you don't find yourself, you create yourself. Which is like basically what I've just like been talking about, I guess. Well, not really, but somehow. Which low-key sounds like good and acceptable. You know, if you have to create yourself, then that's good because you can create your own persona as you want to. Of course, you'll have some traits like from before, genetically maybe. I have no idea. This is just like what I'm thinking. Maybe we all just like update our persona, our personalities as time goes by and we consume more stuff and more media and meet new people, have new experiences and stuff like that. We should all stop treating self-discovery like some big dramatic quest for power, if you will, and we should just all just like exist as we go and figure it out as we go, because everyone's figuring it out. Nobody has it figured out. I guarantee you, no one has it figured out. Not me. I'm like almost certain that not you. I don't want to like overstep it, you know, but not the people you admire, in my opinion. I think so. They're also just trying to figure out, because we're all living for the first time. Yeah, maybe the real you is just whoever you decide to be at that given moment, and that's enough. And that's completely okay, because you are what you are. Anyways, so am I like actually really me? Or am I just an accumulation of everything I've ever consumed? I've already said this, but like, am I made up of everything that I consume, like from media to like people and experiences? I don't know, maybe it's like you are what you eat, so you are what you consume. If you like always consume like negativity and stuff, maybe you will also be negative and like a hater. I don't know. That's all, but I don't think that's like the point of this, but more like you adapt the traits that you see in others and that you probably even value in others, and you adapt them because you like the person, you like what they're doing, you like their personality, whatever. Now, what do? Maybe finding yourself is sort of fake, not entirely, but sort of. But creating yourself, that's real. That's some real there. Maybe we don't need to figure out who we are at the moment right now, but just be and exist. And if you want to change something tomorrow, then do it. Who cares? No one cares. I've had a video about this topic already. No one cares. Change your style. You can change your hair and you can change your jeans. You can know the time, you can chase your dreams. Yeah, what Hannah Montana said. Yeah, we're not static. We're constantly changing, we're constantly moving as people that's just like, yeah. So it doesn't even make sense that like finding your true self that you will be for the rest of your life. That's just not what happens. That's not. You're gonna change. You're gonna change based on your life experiences and the things that you consume and the things that impact you emotionally and physically along the way through life. Moral of the story, I used to think that I'd wake up one day and be just like, I know who I am, this is me. But no, I have no idea, I still have no idea. And I don't think I'll have any idea for a long time, maybe never. But that should be okay, that should be fine. And it should be acceptable to not find yourself, your authentic self right now, because we're just lost. And I don't think I really need to know. You know, I'm just myself. As long as I'm not pretending to be someone I'm not, then that's okay. And you shouldn't either. You shouldn't be scared about not becoming the true, real you because someone tells you to become authentic. You shouldn't. It's just, yeah. I hope you take some insight from this, or just find this at least a little bit like inspiring or motivating, whatever. But that's all from me today. And I really enjoyed it. So thank you for hanging out and thank you for tuning in. And I hope I'll see you soon. Yeah. Bye. See ya.